What's going on? VC, Hubtunes, I'm Mike. Gonna do May vinyl finds. It was a quiet month for me. It really was. I only have like, I have less than 10 records. That never happens on vinyl finds. First, I just want to show, I just finished this book, Remain in Love by Chris Franz. Stories about the Talking Heads, Tom Tom Club, and his lovely wife, Tina. Do I highly recommend it? No. If you're a Talking Heads fan, absolutely. You should definitely read it. Is it the best book in the world? It's good. But, you know, if you're not a hardcore Talking Heads fan, I don't know if I would bother with it. But it's very good. I did enjoy it. Into the records. Let's just do this. This is going to be quick. You guys, I've never had a vinyl finds video this small. I guess that's good. Well, I spent so much money at Record Store Day last month. And some of this stuff is just coming in. So I got this. I remember when I was probably a senior in high school, probably like 84, 80, 83, 84, right around there. Some Deadhead friends of mine gave me a cassette of this record, and I had never heard it. Nobody ever really listened to this record. Nobody ever really heard it. People knew about it, but it was kind of like, well, whatever. It's solo David Crosby. Everyone was Crosby, Stills, and Nash, you know, but not a huge, well-known record. And I loved it. I heard that cassette. I absolutely fell in love with it. I went out and bought the CD when it came out, and I've loved this record for years and years and years. And when I saw that it was being, up for pre-order on MoFi, I put my pre-order in right away, which had to have been a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. It seems like. It's interesting how this album has grown in stature, and apparently now it's an absolute masterpiece. But when I was younger, nobody really knew this record, and nobody really cared about it if they did know about it. It's a wonderful, wonderful record. I have always loved this record, and the musicians on here are, Jesus, I mean, there's so many great musicians on here. I'm not going to even list them all off. I guess I could. Neil Young, Graham Nash, Mickey Hart, Jerry Garcia. Who else we got? Jack Cassidy. Paul Cantor, Phil Lesh, Billy Kreisman, Jorma Kukkonen, Grace Slick, Greg Rowley, Joni Mitchell, David Crosby, obviously, Robert Hunter. I wonder what Robert Hunter did, huh? Elliot Roberts, Greg Burton. Just unbelievable. Jerry Garcia's guitar work on here is some of the best guitar work he's ever done, and I adore this record, and I've been playing this a lot since I got it, and it's brought back a lot of memories. I used to wear this thing out in college, and it sounds absolutely, I mean, the sound quality of this thing is spectacular. It's definitely in the top 10 of my MoFis that I have. It's probably in the top 5. I got number 196. Don't think that means anything, but I did get a very low number, if numbers are even accurate. But wow, what a stunning, stunning job by Mobile Fidelity. Great, great record. Another Mobile Fidelity came in. Most of the stuff was pre-order. I've been staying out of the record store. Volunteers. MoFi again. Double 45. It's a good record. It's not my favorite Jefferson Airplane, but I figured I have Surrealistic Pillow on MoFi, so I thought I'd just go along and get this too. I've been listening to it a little bit, and it's it's still not my favorite Jefferson Airplane, but it's got some good stuff on here. It really does. So yeah, I was happy to have this. Volunteers. Next up, this finally arrived, is the anniversary edition of Marvin Gaye's What's Going On. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. You guys know the story of this record. I'm sure you guys know everything about it. How it was recorded, Bernie Grundman, Kevin Gray. Kevin Gray. It's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm deaf in one ear, so I will never be an audiophile, but I will always buy the best sounding record of a pressing of a record. And when I started to hear the reviews of this, I said I have to have it, because the copy I have was probably it was probably an 80s press, and it was not great. Even with one ear, I can tell the difference between a good sounding record and a bad sounding record. I'll just never be an audiophile. This sounds really, really, really good. Really good. Much like the previous two. Absolutely wonderful. This is a little disappointing, but I'm going to show it. This is the new album, Resist, from Midnight Oil. Yes, this is their final record. I don't know if this is their final record. They announced a record and a tour. I think the tour is going to be their final tour. They may continue to still record in the studio. It's okay. It's okay. It's not... I don't think it's anything to write home about, but it's a double album. It's solid. It's okay. Maybe I need to spend some more time with it. Just with Record Store Day, all of those things, and then this David Crosby has taken up so much of my listening time. Midnight Oil, Resist. I'm going to see him in concert in a couple of weeks. So the concert should be great. I was a little disappointed. I don't know if you can see. Oh, yeah, you can see that. That kind of bums me out. And then, I don't know if can you see that? The packaging and the shipping really screwed this record up. So, I don't know. It's not a ringing endorsement, is it? Next, if you guys don't subscribe to Emma at 8 Vinyl Low, you should. Check out her channel, 8 Vinyl Low. I think it's all one word. She is great. I love her passion for Cheap Trick. I also share her passion for Cheap Trick. I always watch her videos, and she shows some really good stuff, and she has been for many years. She showed this a couple of weeks ago, and this is Jack Broadbent, and he is from England, and he is kind of, I would say, Americana-ish. This album is more electric than his other stuff. A little bluesy, a little country, a little Feat kind of. There's some Little Feat influence in there. It's a cool record. It's a very cool record, and I've been playing it. It's really good. Jack Broadbent. It's just called Ride. Excellent record. Thank you, Emma, for suggesting that. And you guys definitely need to check out her channel. And then last but not least, I picked up a record that I've been wanting for many, many years. And I finally got a copy at a decent price, because I've seen it and it's been very expensive, which is, it shouldn't be. But I finally got one. And this is Wilco Johnson and Roger Daltrey, Going Back Home. It's still in the original sleeve. Limited edition vinyl. Doesn't say how many. It's on Chess Records, and I don't know if you guys have ever done this. Wilco Johnson is, he was in Dr. Feelgood. He's the guitarist, and of course Roger Daltrey in The Who, and they shortly after Wilco Johnson was diagnosed with cancer, he didn't think he was going to live. He did live. I thought he died, but he did live, and he actually didn't think he was going to. And him and Roger Daltrey have been friends for, I guess, a very, very long time, and they always talked about doing a record together. And after he got diagnosed with cancer, they decided, let's do a record. And it turns out it's really good. This was released in 2014, I believe. And it is, first of all, it's beautiful. I don't know if you can see it. This old school jacket. Yeah, this is great. It's got Wilco Johnson on guitar, Roger Daltrey on acoustic guitar and vocals, Norman Watt on bass, Dylan Howe on drums, Mick Talbot on piano and Hammond organ, and Steve Weston on harmonica. And it's basically just bluesy Dr. Feelgood style music. It's really good. Roger Daltrey, I don't. He's in really good form on this. Like sounds fantastic, and I don't want to say like if you didn't know it was Roger Daltrey, you probably wouldn't know it was Roger Daltrey, because he doesn't sing in that style of the Who, like that we all know. He's a little. He uses a different style of singing, more bluesy, more growling, and he's really, really good on this. You can stream this. You can check it out. It's on streaming services. But what a wonderful release this is from 2014. Going Back Home, Wilco Johnson and Roger Daltrey. Highly, highly recommend this. So you guys grab that. I was thrilled to get a copy. It wasn't cheap, but it also wasn't super expensive. I think it was like 40. Maybe it was 40. And it's got the original sleeve. It's got a download code. Yeah, I was really happy with this. Super happy. Okay, guys, that's it. Got nothing else for this month. That was easy. 11 minutes for a new release video. That's unheard of from me. Hope you guys are all well, and we got a beautiful summer day here in Chicago. Finally, summer is here. So, you guys, take care, and I will talk to you soon.